Top of the morning to ye. Hi, I'm Tim from Well Actually, and I come from this island, the island of Ireland. And in this video, we're going to take a look at it. So put on your tweed cap and get out the Guinness. Sláinte! The island of Ireland is split into two separate countries. Northern Ireland, sometimes known to the Southerners as the Black North, or Nart, and Ireland, sometimes known as the Republic of Ireland, to distinguish it from the North, or sometimes we just call it the South. The capital of Northern Ireland is Belfast, and the capital of the South is Dublin, which was actually founded by the Vikings. Ireland is the third biggest island in Europe, after Great Britain and Iceland, which for whatever reason I never knew was bigger, and is also the second most populated island after the Great Britain. Northern Ireland's population is roughly around 1.8 million, and the south of Ireland has a population of roughly around 4.6 million, making the population of the island roughly around 6.4 million, which means that Ireland today is not really that densely populated, at 67 people per square kilometre. During the 1800s, the population had actually risen to 8,175,000. But after a potato famine, starting in 1845, which was caused by a blight, the population quickly declined due to emigration and death. Altogether, about 1 million people in Ireland are estimated to have died of starvation and the epidemic of diseases between 1846 and 1851, and some 2 million emigrated in a period of little more than a decade. And to this day, the population has never recovered. In the north, Northern Ireland is split into 6 counties, which are not used for administration. Instead, Northern Ireland is split into administrative districts. The Republic is split into 26 counties, and these all have county councils. Ireland is further split into 4 provinces, known as Ulster, Munster, Leinster and Connacht. 2 languages are recognised in Ireland, Irish and English, although only a tiny percentage, roughly about 2% of the island, actually speak Irish fluently. The island of Ireland gets its name from either the pagan name of a goddess or possibly a word meaning fat or fertile, which makes sense as Ireland is very lush and green and is often referred to as the Emerald Isle. Ireland throughout its history has never been united, apart from under the British rule. In ancient times it was settled by a mix of tribes, including the Picts and the Ulad, and eventually the Celts, who warred with the indigenous populations. Although this is now disputed because of recent DNA studies which suggest that the Celts did not arrive in Ireland in large numbers. Because Ireland was heavily forested, the sea was the easiest means of transport, meaning that northern and eastern parts traded and socialised with Scotland and Welsh tribes more than the other Irish tribes. At one point in the north, the sea is actually only 12 miles away from Scottish ports. Because of this, Ireland was in a state of isolation for many years, but 1155 marks the beginning of the end of Irish isolation, as the Pope Adrian IV published a papal bull urging the Anglo-Norman King Henry II to invade Ireland in order to bring the Church under the Roman system and civilise the people. And in this bull he gave King Henry the lordship over Ireland. Although it seems Henry couldn't really be bothered, but when the Normans finally did arrive, after an invitation from King Dermot of Leinster, Ireland was nothing but an island made up of little micro-kingdoms, and it was during this time that a national Irish identity really began to emerge. Today, roughly 84% of Irish claim to be Roman Catholics, but less than 30% actually practice the religion. Roughly 40% in Northern Ireland is Roman Catholic, with the majority of the other 60% being made up of Protestant denominations. And like in the South, there has been a steep decline in church attendance. Of course, everyone knows that religious differences were one of the reasons for the split in the country back in the 1920s, but since the Good Friday Agreement in 1998, things here in Northern Ireland are getting way better, albeit slowly. Not only is the country split politically, but it's also split monetarily. The currency in the south is the euro, which replaced the punt, and the north we still use the pound sterling, although for some reason, some English people won't accept our money because it says Ireland or Ulster on the notes. Like the rest of the United Kingdom and Malta, Northern Ireland and the Republic both drive on the left hand side of the road, and this was originally because of bandits. And to end, here's one more fact. The River Shannon is the longest river in the British Isles, and Lough Neagh in the north is the biggest lake in the British Isles. Thanks very much for watching. Way too many things to say in one short video, and so many facts left unsaid. If I missed anything that you thought was especially important, please leave us a comment. By the way, this video was done in part of a collaboration with Nick Mario Stories, so please make sure and subscribe to him, and check out the video he made for me on the country of Greece, on the YouTube channel Well Actually. Thanks for watching guys, Slán leat.